Every so often there comes a time when you need to draw a circle. Not just any circle, but you'd like it to be a real circle. One that is equal all around. Not just a freehand blob that looks sort of like a circle, but you'd like it to be a real circle. A circle that looks more like this. A real circle. A circle that then could be sectioned off, maybe made into a pie chart, or linked together with other circles to show relationships between things. But the problem is, we don't have a compass with us all the time. We can't draw perfect circles without a compass or a pattern that's exactly the same, the right size. And so we use our sort of circle to try to explain circumference or diameter or radius, but it really isn't what we want. And the problem is, we don't know how to do anything else. But we could, without the aid of a compass or without a pattern at all, we could use a technique that my dad taught me that's like this. We could draw a circle that looks more like a circle, like this. That's more like a circle. There's a circle that can be sectioned off, linked with other circles. We could use it in drawing, and people will stand back and say, "How did you do that?" Well, when my dad taught me this technique, I didn't realize how often I would use it in school and how often I would find use for it outside of school and after school. But I'm very happy that he taught it to me, and today I'd like to teach it to you. The secret of the technique lies in understanding that this first knuckle on your index finger of your drawing hand is the center point of the circle that you're going to draw. We're going to put that knuckle make that knuckle so that it's the only part that really touches the paper except for the tip of the pen. So the paper will then be turned underneath that knuckle. That knuckle will be the focal point. We lay the pen in the folds formed by our knuckles, extending the pen a little way, whatever distance you want it to be from the center, the tip from the center, and then raise our elbow up so that only that first knuckle is touching the paper. We pull or push the paper around that knuckle, and voila, a much better circle. Now, I'm going to have John help us explain how, not just to draw these circles, but how we can change the size of the circles as well. Okay, John?
Okay.
All right, let's start out with our basic circle. Let's remember the steps. The first thing is that the knuckle of our index finger is what is going to be the focal point of the circle. That's going to be the center of the circle. We lay the pen in the fold of our fingers, put the thumb gently on top to hold it in place, raise our elbow up so that only the index knuckle is touching, and then pull the paper slowly around that knuckle, and what we come up with is a wonderful, wonderful circle. Nice circle, don't you think? Pretty good circle, John?
Yep.
Now, if we wanted to make a larger circle, we'd just extend the pen, the point of the pen or pencil, out farther. We'd still rotate around the first knuckle, but we'd extend the point out a little bit farther. So, where is the center going to be? Okay, now we put the pen there, we put our thumb, light pressure on that, have our elbow high in the air so that we can have our knuckle touch the paper, and we pull it slowly through, Very good. That's okay. Slowly through. Very good. Very good. Very good. And?
It's probably not going to be perfect the first time.
Okay.
But practice makes perfect.
But it's good. It's a fine circle. That one is much better than we could do just by drawing a freehand circle. Now, the things to recognize, and just what John did here, is remembering that index knuckle is the point that touches the paper. Also remember to have a smooth surface underneath it so that the paper can turn easily underneath the knuckle. Then 2, use a felt tip pen or pencil. A ballpoint pen requires it to be perpendicular to the paper, and we can't hold it that way. And then last but not least, don't worry if it doesn't work the first time. With a little bit of practice, you will be drawing circles of all different sizes, and then you will be showing this technique to your children and to your co-workers, and you will be making my dad very, very happy.